So Caden Dudley just down the road from home. Brady, James Ferguson-Reynolds, half a world away, basically.
Yeah, that's right, Jay. Today we're going to see a matchup between two of the premier punters in the Mountain West. It's Boise State's James Ferguson-Reynolds and CSU's Patty Turner. They both are part of a trend that we have seen take over college football throughout the past decade. They both joined their teams coming from Australia. They even trained together in the offseason back home. I caught up with James earlier this week to learn more about his journey out to the United States and how he's adjusted to how we do it in the U.S.
Yeah, no, I never heard of Boise. I actually got a call that morning at like 6 a.m. from my coach, and he said, Boise wants to have a chat, be on the phone in a couple of hours. Didn't even know how to spell it or look it up, so it was a funny story, and yeah, loved it here. Boise matches back home. Country kid myself, so amazing spot. Fell in love with it straight away.
From Geelong, Australia, over 8,000 miles to Boise State. James Ferguson-Reynolds is part of a new trend in American football.
Growing up, I played Aussie rules football, and the dream didn't really carry out too much. I wanted to get drafted and play there, but that fell through. So
he decided to follow in the footsteps of Michael Dixon. The Australian punter is somewhat of a national treasure after climbing the ranks to the NFL.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, he's all over the news back home. So obviously been very successful at Texas and at Seattle. So.
Ferguson-Reynolds enrolled at Pro Kick Australia, a punting academy that has sent 190 scholarship athletes to play in the U.S., helping make the transition from Aussie rules to the NCAA as seamless as possible.
The first time I put a helmet on was a bit of a shock. I was like, oh, geez, what's going on? It's very heavy, and yeah, it was a weird transition. It took me a little bit to learn, but yeah, used to it now.
He's one of 3 Aussie-born punters in the Mountain West. Along with tonight's matchup, Patty Turner of the Colorado State Rams.
I saw the punter go out there, kick it, and then run off, and I was like, that looks like a pretty good gig. So
the duo even trained together in the offseason.
He's a very good punter and a very good player. I'm excited to see what he does and how his game evolves. He's got a lot of different punts in his back pocket, so I'm excited to see how he uses them and utilises them towards the Broncos, but as long as they're not against the Rams, we'll be good.
Yeah, it's really fun. We all train together back home, so we're all pretty close and coaching each other up, so it's fun. And then we come over here and it's competition time. So during this week, it's pretty quiet. We'll chat a little bit pre-game, but yeah, just leave it all out there, and then we'll catch up after the game.
In just his second season in the States, Ferguson-Reynolds has excelled. He currently leads the nation in yards per punt, and last week booted a 71-yarder. Tied for the 4th longest in the FBS this year.
James has grown a ton since he's been here. It's not easy to move from another country and come here. It's pretty fun to see week in and week out the different things that James is able to do. I just want to continue to see him grow and find ways to, that he could change the game.
And with a following halfway around the world, that's what he's been doing.
The support's been awesome, all from family, and now that I guess my name is starting to get out there and Boise State's becoming a big thing back home now. We've got a big crowd back home, which is awesome. Some Boise State fans back home in Australia, so yeah, it's amazing, the support coming from back home.
And of course, it's a big day for the sophomore punter. James Ferguson-Reynolds will be leading the Broncos out onto the field today, carrying the hammer. Well deserved for a guy who's established himself as one of the best punters in the country.